Don't apply to the actual base because there's absolutely no point in doing that. Also, if you're wearing a lace base, it will really mess up the lace. Yes, guys, welcome back to Hair System DIY. It's your hair system expert, Adam here. Today, we're going to be talking about scalp protector for hair systems. We're going to be looking at the benefits. We're going to be doing an application. And also, we're going to be looking at the various products on offer. But before we delve into this really important topic, here's a quick message from today's sponsor. Today's sponsor, guys, is LaVivid. You can find them at lavividhair.com. You can get a 15% discount code on any stock hair system or accessories that I've negotiated with them just for you guys. It's Adam15. All the information is in the description box below this video. If you want high quality hair systems with good shipping times and top customer service, consider LaVivid. So what is Scalp Protector? Scalp Protector is a liquid and it looks like this. You can get other formulations as well, but it provides a protective layer between your skin and the hair system adhesive. Some people find that they get quite a lot of irritation, quite a lot of itching. Scalp Protector massively reduces that because it provides that layer so that the scalp is much less likely to get irritated. It also improves the adhesion between the hair system base and your skin. So it means you don't have to basically do rebonds anywhere near as often as you had before. So before I started using Scalp Protector, and I'll be honest guys, I was skeptical of Scalp Protector in the early days, but I found that I was getting lifts every 3 to 4 days. And it was at that point that I was like, I'm gonna give this a go. Is it essential? I didn't think it was at the time, but now 5 years into wearing Scalp Protector, for me, it is essential. Now I only have to do a lift, maybe once a week, maybe once every 10 days. So it's way, way better. I save way more time and I can spend more time doing the things that I want to do. And because it improves adhesion, it means less rebonds, and that means that the system itself lasts longer. And that's what we all want. This channel is all about saving you guys money. So if you want to save money, you'll save money by buying a Scalp Protector over getting multiple systems. Now, as I mentioned earlier, there are multiple types of Scalp Protector that are available on the market, and it really isn't one size fits all, but I love the fact that there are different options because, as I've discussed a million times in this program on this channel, that different products work for different people. We all have different skin chemistry. What I've been using for the last 4 or so years is Walker Scalp Protector, the Walker Sport one. So it's kind of like a gloopy formula, and as you can see, it gets a bit messy around the sides and it can stick like it's doing now. It usually comes with either a little paintbrush in here, or it comes with, it's almost like a porous top there and you can just dab it on. I really don't like that, so if that comes with that, I take it off and I just use a paintbrush like this. You can use any paintbrush you want, or even a sort of plastic glue stick. The other products available, you can get them as a spray. So Walker do their own spray. Walker also do a thicker, more gloopy Scalp Protector, which in my honest opinion, it's the same as this, but more gloopy, and it can get more messy. So I really don't rate that one. I didn't find that the spray version worked as well either. I find that my skin gets on best with the actual Walker Sport. This particular formulation works best for me, and a lot of people within the hair system community swear by this one too. And now for the exciting bit, we're gonna do a little adhesion tutorial. So the most important thing with Scalp Protector, and this is a good thing because it means it lasts ages, use it conservatively. You don't need to whack a whole load of Scalp Protector onto your scalp for it to be effective. Now, before I do this, it's really important to mention I've already cleaned my scalp. I've already cleaned the excess glue off the base. As you can see, it's clean. Please make sure that you do that before applying the Scalp Protector. If you don't know how to do that, head over to my tutorials playlist. I've got loads of videos where I show how to clean a system, how to clean your scalp before getting to this point. So, as I said, just apply it really conservatively. Don't apply to the actual base because there's absolutely no point in doing that. Also, if you're wearing a lace base, it will really mess up the lace. So please do not do this to a lace. It's okay to do it on a poly, but it really doesn't make any difference. on a poly, to be perfectly honest. It doesn't improve the adhesion if you apply it to the skin and also the base. So you just want to make sure you're getting enough coverage so that it covers where the system is going to go down. And I'm using such small amounts, like literally you can barely even see anything on there. Perfect. And I can already feel the stick coming in, which is what you want. You want it to feel a little bit sticky, and that's where the improved adhesion comes in. At that point, I usually leave it for 30 seconds to a minute, just so it's allowed to dry. And sometimes you can do that. I've also got a fan here. That also helps it dry, but it might affect the microphone, so I'm going to turn it off. And then once you've gone for a minute, which we're not at yet, so we'll just keep doing that. And if you want, you can always just touch it to see if you can feel a sort of a slightly added element of stick. If you can, that means it's working, which is good, it's doing its job. And then you've got a choice, and again, this is personal preference. You can use tape. Today I'm using glue. I tend to prefer using glue on a full poly base just because it lessens the chance of the base getting ripped. It also just feels more comfortable for me. So you can also just apply it straight to the scalp. Actually today, we're gonna do that. So there's not much left in this one. It feels pretty empty anyway. And if you're using a poly, you can also apply glue to the actual base. If you're not using poly, do not apply glue to the base. If it's a lace, please do not apply glue. I cannot say that enough times because it will ruin the lace. So I'm going to apply a few specks. This really is quite empty, this particular glue. There we go. Kind of like the last thing that you want. And then just spread it pretty evenly. Obviously by this point the scalp protector is dried, so you want to make sure the scalp protector is dried. As I mentioned earlier, you just, I'd just say wait a minute for the scalp protector to dry before applying the glue. But it really is that easy, as you can see. Just make sure you don't miss any bits. Excellent. And if you're a bit worried, if you're a little bit worried about going too far down with the glue, like that, on the scalp, you can always just apply it to the actual poly base, because then you won't overshoot your mark. So I've left it for a minute or so and it is dry, so we're gonna pull it back down. So guys, I'm not going to keep my hands sort of pushing it down too long because I get neuropathies in my hands, but what I will show you is the adhesion, as you can see, there. Just make sure that's pushed down. Excellent. Yeah, I've got a medical condition where I get neuropathies in my hands and my feet, so I'm not going to hold my hands up for too long. But in summary, the purpose of scalp protectors are to ensure a protective layer between the hair system base and the adhesive and the scalp, but also they increase endurance, they improve the adhesion. So I wouldn't expect to have to do a rebond for at least another 7 to 10 days, which is great compared to every 3 to 4 days that I used to have to do it. So that in itself is worth the money. They're very affordable, they last months, you only have to apply it conservatively. The current bottle that I've got has already lasted me 3 months. I expect to get another 6 months out of it. Walker Sport is the actual product that I particularly recommend because it works well for me. It's a great starting point, and then if it doesn't work for you, you can try the spray, you can try the thicker formulation. One thing I would say is don't put too much on because it can become quite gloopy and it can actually become irritable if you put too much on, so apply it very conservatively. Now, talking of applying it conservatively, up on the screen right now is a video showing when I actually applied some glue too liberally and what happened and how I solved that issue. So if you're interested in that, check out that video right now. It's popping up on the screen. And if you've got any questions about Scalp Protector, you've got any feedback or anything like that, let me know in the comments box below. I love interacting with all of you. Thanks for tuning in today, and I'll speak to you very soon. Bye for now.